So I got a comment the other day asking me to talk about staying positive, and I think they were talking, this person specifically, in the context of the news and, constantly hearing like scary things or whatever. And at first I wasn't quite sure if I would have anything to really talk about, but as I thought about it, I was like, wait, no, there actually is quite a bit. So I used to watch a lot of, I guess you could say, news content creators, like creators who their main thing is just kind of keeping you in the loop on, internet things, finance, all that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to name any names here, but, it's just constant stuff like, this situation sucks. Check out what this person did that's terrible. Or let's laugh at this loser. Or like, the market's down, like, do this with your money. And it's like, okay, can we chill? Like, I mean, there's certainly a place for keeping people up to date. But man, if you're just constantly taking in that kind of information of just, this thing is negative and you need to pay attention to it, it just wears you down, man. At least it wears me down. And so, after a while, I just straight up just said, please don't recommend this channel to me anymore. I'm not interested in this content. I mean, that phrase, you are what you eat. If you eat like crap, you're going to feel like crap. I feel like that honestly applies to your mental state. If you're taking in constant negative information, that's just wearing you down, then it's going to have an effect on you. And I mean, I don't want to shame anyone if that's what you're into. I know people love internet drama. Like, obviously people do. Like, it's super popular. Or they like to see information that's bad. Like, there's probably a biological reason that we're wired to be more interested in that kind of content. But to me, after a while, it was just, it was just getting to be too much. Now the thing is that I have not just, completely stuck my head in the sand and I'm out of the loop of that completely. I've reorganized what I think is valuable to me. So I've actually been finding that there's a lot of really wholesome, positive creators on YouTube that I really enjoy. And so the past few days, I've just been binge watching this language channel, this guy called Xiaoma. And he's like this white dude, but he knows like, dozens and dozens of languages, and he'll like go up to someone and he'll surprise them, and like he'll start speaking in Chinese to a vendor, and like they'll be like, whoa, you speak Chinese? And like it's been such a wholesome like content binge, I guess you could say. And like it's not news, I guess, but it's like I'm removing content that was making me feel bad, and I've replaced it with content that makes me feel good. And I mean, that's a really simplistic, basic way to put it, but it's true, man. Like, if I'm taking in bad information, then I feel down, and it's not going to be the same for everyone. I understand that, but if you feel like what you're taking in is just making you feel anxious and bad, then look at it and like think, is this really what I want to be taking in, or can I take in another source of information that maybe has more positive outlook, And because of that, I feel like I've spent more time than before working on stuff like music and things that I'm like interested in, and art projects and whatnot. And actually, here, let me just put on a track I've been working on. I'll put on some music and then you can see what I'm talking about. Dude, I mean, there is no better feeling than when you're working on some art project or music project and you're like, that was clean, Yeah, I really want to start incorporating more of my music into videos. I feel like that would be cool. I mean, this song, not the one I just showed, but this song that's been playing throughout the whole video is also one I've made, and I feel like, it fits the vibe. It's kind of calm. So that's kind of like an example of getting rid of something that's been kind of weighing you down and replacing it with something that you find positive. But there are definitely situations where if you're feeling down from the information that you're taking in, then just hit the power button, man. Turn it off. Like, Here's another example. I fairly recently deleted my Instagram account. So that was basically all of my social media right there. I guess with the exception of YouTube, but that was the main kind of pop culture information that I was taking in, right? And part of the reason why I deleted it was I was finding that well, for one, I was just logging on or, opening the app, and I was just like, let me scroll. Let me get some dopamine right now. And I was like, dude, this is just wasting my time. Like, I wouldn't get super out of hand, but even like 5 minutes here and there, like that adds up. And so I just didn't want that to be, in my life, I guess you could say. And the other part of why I deleted it was me and my friend, we would often just like send stuff to each other, like look at how ridiculous this fitness influencer is, or like look at what they're doing, like isn't this stupid? And then after a while I was like, this is so dumb. Like, why am I doing this? I'm literally just spending time on this app, sending things to my friend to make fun of it, and like this is just like not how I want to spend my time. So I got rid of it. And I would say the first week I would open my phone subconsciously looking for Instagram, and I'm like, oh, it's not there. And I'm like, holy crap, like I actually like developed kind of a dependency for this, and that's not good. So I think it was ultimately a positive decision to do that. So that's an example of straight up removing the source of information that is wearing you down. And there are pros and cons to everything. Obviously, it's nice to keep up with your friends and family on social media. I'm not saying everyone has to go delete their Instagram account or whatever, but I'm just saying that's what worked for me, and I've been finding that it was pretty helpful. So I hope that is helpful. Maybe just take a look at your life and what you're taking in, and if you're feeling the same way that I was, or this person that commented, then just really take a look at what you're taking in, and I think might be surprised. So yeah, thank you again to that person that commented for the idea. I really appreciate it. And yeah. All right, guys, I'll catch you later.